Hello YouTube, it's Ticky's Trinkets here, and today I have for you a new tutorial. It is a Steven necklace inspired by the upcoming Summer of Steven marathon that's coming up this week. It's going to be a week-long or 2-week-long special. I'm not sure how long yet. And I'm just showing you now the necklace that I'm going to make in this tutorial. Like I said, it is just a Steven head. And by the way, in the tutorial I don't actually show you the back of the necklace, so let me just show you that. And it is flat, which might seem odd because this hair is not flat, but that's because since it's a necklace, I want it to be able to rest on your chest very well. And I tried to make it smaller because I didn't want to make it too small, because I know I preferably don't like too big of necklaces. Yeah, and just to highlight some features, the nose, the eyes, and the mouth are all going to be painted on, so make sure you have your black acrylic paint ready. And in this video, I just used the standard tools that I usually use: X-Acto knife, dotting tool, or you can use the back of your X-Acto knife, as I usually say. The small ball tool to indent for the eyes. Oh, and a teeny tiny ball dotting tool to do the irises or pupils of the eyes, whatever you would call this. I'm not sure, but yeah. And that's what we're gonna do today. Alright, I'll see you later on. Enjoy the tutorial. Bye-bye. I have already told you what tools you're going to need. These are the clay colors that you're going to need, and also black acrylic paint. First, you're going to take a ball of beige clay, about medium size, maybe a little bit larger, and roll it out. Then you're going to pinch it between your fingers, kind of turning into a rounded egg shape, kind of like this. It's hard to explain. Then, using the palm of your hand, press it firmly against your surface so you'll have a flat back. And here, I've just showed you another angle to see what it looks like from an aerial view. Next, you're just going to take another small ball of beige clay and roll it out. Then you're going to flatten it with your X-Acto knife like I've done here. This is going to be the ear, by the way. So next, you're going to cut off one side of the ear like that, so you'll have a flat edge. And then you'll take the flat edge side and attach it to the side of his head. And we're only going to make one ear because he's kind of turned to the side, so you can only see one of his ears. I used a picture for reference. Next, you're going to take an even smaller ball of clay and roll it out. This is going to be his nose. Then, using your fingers, you're going to make it into a triangle shape like I've done here, which is kind of difficult to explain. And then you're going to put it on his face, and then you're going to blend it in with your blending tool or fingers. I recommend using a blending tool, not your fingers for this, since it's so small. Then you're going to outline where the mouth is going to go, and then you're going to cut that out with your X-Acto knife. Next, take the white clay and roll out 2 small balls for the eyes and 1 big ball for the teeth. Take the 2 small balls and place them into the eye sockets. To make them more secure, you can add glue to the sockets before you put them in. And as you can see here, that's what I did. I added the glue, put them in, and then you're going to take the white ball and roll it out into a snake-like shape, and put it inside of the mouth. Make sure you form it to how the mouth forms, and then you're going to press it down like I've done here to make it kind of flat. Next, taking your X-Acto knife or dotting tool, or pointed tool, and indent where his teeth are. I counted and it shows 4 in each picture, or at least almost every picture. Then you're going to take a fairly large ball of clay and you're going to roll it out flat and make sure it's nice and smooth, just as I've done here. And then you're going to place his head, like I said again, his head is kind of angled, so only half of his head is going to be showing with hair, as you can see here. And then next you're going to take your X-Acto knife or your pointed tool and indent where the poofs in his hair are, as you can see I've done here. And then you round the edges like I've done in this picture, just kind of smooth it out with your fingers. Then cut around his head, don't cut his ear off though, just so you can get that one piece out. Roll it out a little bit longer and then wrap it around the back of the head. Make sure you smooth it on the back of the head so it'll stay secure. Then you're going to take the excess hair and you're going to put that right on top of that, but make sure it's behind the ear, not in front of it. And then you're going to smooth that in and cut off the excess. I wanted it to be a little bit smaller, so that's what I did here, was cut off the excess with my knife. Now you're going to take 2 teeny tiny pieces of brown clay and roll them out in the balls, kind of like the size you did for the nose. And then you're going to roll those balls out into these little snake-like snake-like shapes. And these are going to be his eyebrows. And you go ahead and place them on the face where you want them and flatten them down. But do not secure them yet, because you're going to take them off to clean it with alcohol, because it's probably going to be covered in dirt and dust. And after you clean it off, which it took all those cotton swabs, it should look something like this. Just keep cleaning until you get the cleanness and smoothness that you want. And as you can see here, I've just put the eyebrows back on. And now you're ready to bake. Go ahead and put this in your pan and bake it according to package instructions. And once it's baked and cooled off, then you're going to make sure it's cool first. Then you're going to take your black acrylic paint and your small dotting tool, and you're going to do the pupils or irises of the eyes, the nostrils, and outline in each individual teeth and the outline of his mouth. Finally, you're going to go ahead and glaze it with whatever glaze you prefer. Again, mine is a polyurethane floor varnish. And here's what it looks like when it's finished. And now to make it into a charm, you can just glue on a bead bell, or you can attach an eye pin before you bake, but preferably bead bells are way more secure and more sturdy. And I use E6000 glue for everything. Alright, and here you go. Finished. Thanks for watching.